Dixie, how do storytellers get so good on your show?
Wow, that is a great question, Yoni. I am storytelling coach and the curator of the event Bawdy Storytelling and also Bona Fide Storytelling, 2 storytelling shows that feature stories that have an edge to them. You may not hear them at your typical storytelling show. I love working with people on their story, helping them find those details that they don't think are interesting enough for the stage. And often that's the secret to a great story. Some little tidbit that you throw in and all of a sudden people are like, oh my God, the story just came to life. So I am teaching a storytelling workshop starting in April. And it is called Standing O Storytelling, so that you can get a standing ovation like people like Cathy Vartuli have gotten repeated times on my stage.
All because of you. I'm Cathy Vartuli from theintimacydojo.com, and my story is I'm very shy, and I feel embarrassed talking about sexuality kind of as an entertainment. It's fine for me, like in my brain. If I'm educating people, it's fine.
Yeah.
But for entertainment, it's like decadent or something. So you have been so instrumental to bringing out the heart and soul of the story. And I know the first time we have it recorded, like the first time I tell the story, it's so like awkward and boring and shallow. And you'll be like, well, what happened here? Why did you decide this here?
Yeah.
You have the best questions. And sometimes my story, it's the same theme. It's the same topic. But by the time we're done, we've woven in the subtle things that you notice, the things you're feeling, and people are touched by it. And that's really what I want to do. I want to help normalize that people can talk about, tell their story, their life experience, whether it's sexual or not, and have people be touched and inspired so that we can all be uplifted.
I think that one of the things that I do that's different is that I like to focus on the audience's experience as much as for the storyteller. The first few passes are to make you feel good about the story you're going to tell. And then the final pass is to add the elements that make it relatable for every single person, regardless of their gender, regardless of their experience in whatever world you're talking about. The person on stage is talking directly to them, and that's what I love to do.
Yeah, and I'd like to just add, I tell stories as part of my business to inspire people that are afraid to move forward. And because I'm shy, I work with a lot of shy people, they need that role modeling and that experience. And because I've told stories on your stage and had your coaching, when I tell stories as part of my business, as part of marketing or inspiring people, even if they're very different stories, I've noticed I've had a lot more confidence and I'm able to get to the things that touch people a lot faster. And I'm really grateful.
Yeah, it is surprising what the elements of story that apply across the board to anything you're doing. I have people who are national speakers who use the unique method that I've created because I came from a place where I was terrified to get on stage. Fear of public speaking is the #1 fear out there, right up there with death. I think it's behind death. So, I come from that place, so I created something that makes it simple so that when you get on stage, you're not focusing on everything is polished but looks so off the cuff and unrehearsed, and that makes people just go, she's speaking, they're speaking directly to me.
Yeah.
I have speaking experience, speaking in front of...
yourself.
Hi, I'm Yoni Elkin from elementsofsexuality.com, and I give out workshops and lectures and talks on various subjects, sexual subjects and non, but when I pitched a story to you, you gave me the best feedback, and we scratched that story because it wasn't right, but you, in one sentence, basically said, where's the story in there, right? You just gave me one little hint, and I was like, oh yeah, there is no story in there.
Well, that is something where you go back and you go, there is a story, it's just not there yet. Because everybody has a story, but they may think, we listen to story, we feel compelled to get on the stage. I want to do it right now. You have this impulse to participate. And that work is something that sometimes takes a few passes, but once you get on stage, you rock it the first time. I don't want anybody to get on stage and feel unprepared. And whether they're doing it on stage or they're doing it just sharing private things with a partner or giving a presentation at work or something like that, knowing that you're fully prepared and that you've pulled out every great detail, that's what makes a story ready.
Yeah, I loved it that you just took me in the direction. Oh, I know how to speak to crowds. Oh, wait, no. I need to know how to tell a story.
It's very different.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dixie.
And Robin, we've worked together in the past too. I've had you on my staff.
I've been there. Yes, told a story I never thought I'd ever say because it was filthy. But it went over well, and I told it, and it was amazing. The feeling. But what I love about story, all cultures have, storytelling is part of something that we have done since the beginning of time. It's universal, all cultures. It's how you pass on culture and language and all kinds of things.
And information.
Yes. Yeah. And it's always been, but stories though are also, but there's a powerful way to connect with other people. Like you said, education, teaching. Stories are, I've used it in all aspects of my life.
Yeah, people, you can, through the use of story, you can relay a ton of facts. And if you give it in an informational way, you use bullet points, people fall asleep.
They
You
don't
turn
remember.
it into a story, they remember it for the rest of their lives. And Mike, you've been in the audience at shows before, right?
Yeah. I'm Michael Goucher, sex therapist in Santa Cruz and Monterey in California. I'm at MikeMFT.com, and I've seen everyone here perform. I've been to shows that everyone has been in, and I've found it so powerful and amazing. I've suggested clients to go who are of a sort of an appropriate story and are appropriate for the audience, and they understand that their private stories, their secrets, their things aren't as scary. They're fun. They're empowering. The people want to hear about them. They've been keeping them bottled up for so long and have had no one to share about them until they were talking to me or our partner that they felt safe in. Yeah. And getting those out in the public, getting those out to be able to just to tell more family members, to have the confidence to do that, really takes the secret away from it. It takes the fear away from it and brings a little hope in.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, because there are some infamous therapists, particularly in the Bay Area, who send their clients every month. When people come in approaching something new in their life at a transition, they say the first thing you should do is go to one of my shows, because not only is it the experience on stage, it's the experience in the audience, but the therapy that is found in listening to stories, working on your own story, takes it to the absolute next level. So this class is going to be 6 weeks so that we can really find the stories in your life, get them out there, and then take one and put it on stage for the very first time. You'll have a performance in front of an audience. You will get one-on-one coaching time with me. You'll get to work with other people who will help pull out those little details that make your story shine. The class is called Standing O Storytelling, for standing ovation, because that's what I want for you. You can find it on the website bawdystorytelling.com, spelled B-A-W-D-Y. And I'd really love to have you in my class. It starts April 3rd, so sign up soon.
Yeah, get there. Dixie's amazing and generous and very, very insightful. I can't wait for this.
Thank you. Thanks, y'all.
Congratulations on taking this time for yourself and learning these things. If you'd like to follow more of this, you can subscribe to my channel here. Social media is up here. And there's more videos of this type here. See you soon.